Howdy, folks. This is the Solo Gamer. I have returned and continuing with more of my Star Trek Online events. Today we're going to be doing two events. We're going to be doing the Kittimer Vortex, and we're going to be doing our event stuff. So we'll do space only, and we'll do Kittimer Vortex. There it is. But today, I've decided to switch things up, hauling out the big guns for this one, baby. This is the Freedom, my liberated Borg dreadnought. All right, so we gotta wait for the. While we're waiting for that, I'll get my crafting stuff sorted out. Always do your crafty. To be fair, one of the reasons I never got into any kind of MMOs was this stuff right here, this daily nonsense. I understand it keeps the game going, keeps the progression running. Oh, I actually failed one. Dang. I usually fail, but okay. Right. All right, let's get our butts back into business. Need one with a high science rating. You'll do nicely. Yeah. For the record, the reason I only ever do the Ferengi stuff is because it's one of the few that gives you actual, like, regular, consistent money rewards. And the money is what I want, is I want the credits so that eventually I can go into the trade shop and get an actual Ferengi cruiser. I'm still pissed that they made that unavailable. That's not what I need. I need you. That'll do. I think that'll do for now. Alright. Alright. Well, what else can we do? While we're waiting. Let's go run a dilithium mining claim, shall we? Yeah, one of the things you can do as a side objective or a little side activity is mine dilithium, which naturally is one of the most valuable resources in the Star Trek universe. Go to the rich dilithium vein, activate spacesuit, talk to this chucklehead. I have a claim. And mine the dilithium. Then you play the little mini game. And the higher your score, the more dilithium you get at the end. And you can do this once per day. Yep, 7,000. All right, so I got what I want. Now we return to the ship. Ah, there we go. Now, the Freedom, for what it's worth, is designed as a sort of, I guess you could call her a bruiser, a battleship, a heavy battle vehicle. I designed her to do pretty much one thing, and that's stand and fight. She's not very maneuverable. She's not all that fast. But between her missiles, lasers, and cannons, she'll pretty much tear anything in the universe in half. And she's got enough survivability that she can take pretty much any pounding that you give to her and survive. That's 80% of the design spec on this thing. Is down to I built her to kill. You have one job in your world, that is to destroy enemy starships. I love how to give the liberated Borg their own shape language. They kept the sort of geometrics that the Borg use, but they made it asymmetrical, so that it has the geometric shapes and curves that the Borg would be well known for, but they made it asymmetrical to show that these aren't your standard Borg. It's funny because in Voyager, they actually used the same image for a kinetic mine that the Borg wanted to use as a weapon in their battle with Species 8472. And I'm pretty sure, like, the next day, people were like, why is the old Borg spaceship now a giant mine? And it's like, oh, right. We forgot we'd actually used that previously. Our bad. I mean, it's funny. I don't have anything against it. I think it's typical for productions to reuse assets when they need something done quick, but right now I'm mostly just killing time until I can get to the TFO, and then I'll go run that real quick, and then might do the Pavo while I'm at it. Yeah, the Breen are attacking, and this will not last long. I forgot this ship had disruptors. Well, that's convenient. But yeah, as you can see, they're hitting me with everything they got, and it's barely affecting me. The ship may not be fast, but she can hold her own against most anything that you throw at her. And she regenerates fast enough that it's hard to kill her. Plus, one of the best things about this is that when I defeat an enemy, the ship is usually made into one of my slaves. It also has a special ability that really can't use too well here. But with in larger battles or against larger targets, it has the hostile topographical matrix or whatever they call it. What do they call this thing again? Oh, plasma disintegrator. What's the name of this blasted thing? There it is. Disruptive topological matrix. So essentially, like, this thing has an ability where you basically activate it, and it causes chaos and disruption amongst enemy ships and systems, which makes it very handy in large fleet battles because it also spreads to many targets. Like when you use it against a Borg cube, it hits the entire Borg cube, and the whole thing goes just off the rails with malfunctions. So it's very handy. To be fair, I really do need to replace the cannon on this thing with... I do need to replace the cannons on this thing with another beam of some kind, because, like, honestly... Because, honestly, the cannons really aren't worth much on a ship like this, and having the beam weaponry would be much more efficient. Well, if I don't belong in your space, try and kick me out, asshole. Because, yeah, the biggest problem with this system is that the cannon just... I put it on there because I thought it'd be some extra damage, but the beams are 80 to 90% of this ship's firepower, so it's not really worth it. Yeah, that plasma disintegrator, if it hits, does like insane amounts of damage. See, 40% of his health in one blast. But yeah, the Freedom was really designed to be a... Ah, finally. Let's queue it for Kittimer. See if we can get around fast enough to get that. Oh, nope, too late. Oh well, no biggie. Oh, they're trying to hit me with the temporal rift, and I just said, nope, I'm out. Goodbye. See you later.
There are two active Borg transwarp conduits in this system, along with a stable spatial rift. The spatial rift will require further study before we can shut it down. The Borg are shortest.
Alright, so. That'll do. I had a preferred disruptor, but Tetrion cannons will do just fine.
You will become one with the Borg.
I very much doubt that. We got a Sindarian backing us up. You're your host. Apparently, the Sindarian ship was something that was available from a very early event, and
Probes are headed for the time vortex. Stop them.
let's tear these nanite generators apart. Launch the the topological vortex and start shredding everything that moves.
From this time forward, your culture will adapt to service ours.
Probes are approaching the time vortex.
Yeah, this is just...
More probes are approaching the time vortex.
Yeah, like, I'm literally in the middle of a firefight and they're just... it's like, yeah, you might as well be throwing... You might as well be throwing rocks at me for all the good it does you.
Just for the time vortex. Do not let any more escape.
Yeah, we got the beta generators down. Now we got to destroy the alpha generators down. And like, I have actually seen runs with other groups where we literally did so much damage that the mission ended instantaneously. Concentrate fire. And they're both gone. Okay.
We are the Borg.
Alright, that solves that problem. And now we just focus on the transwarp conduit and try and blow it away. To be fair, this mission is not challenging. It's not meant to be super hard or nothing. It's just meant to be part of a story that you can replay on a regular basis. Alright, one conduit down. Oh, cool, he used the Sindarian's ability. Nice. That's two conduits down.
You will become one with the Borg.
Yeah. I love this game, but sometimes it just literally turns into particle effect chaos. No idea what's going on, just blasters and explosions and bright lights everywhere.
We're picking up some strange readings. Something is decloaking. Scanning now. The configuration. I know the Romulans have experimented with.
Oh. The assimilated Valdor. got clear just in time. Ooh, that would have been nasty. Alright, and we're done.
The scimitar has been destroyed, but sensors detected several escape pods and
Yeah, let's go. So yeah, simple enough. We got that done. Now we'll do the Pavo and we'll be all set for the day. That'll be my daily stuff taken care of. And... Whoa, what the... Oh. The bridge of my ship. Yeah. Neat thing, you can actually go on the bridge of your ship if you want. Although I don't know why you transport, but okay. Alright. Now, events featured... So, we'll do the Pavo task force. While I'm waiting on that. Let's clear my inventory. Nice. Queued and ready. Let's go. Oh,
Imperial Terran forces are attempting to degrade.
well, on one hand, if there's one thing about this particular build that this character is really good for, it's that it's great for defense operations, because I have tons of turrets and probes. So, I can basically hold off an army on my own. Oh yeah, this is, like I said, the ground combat's very just standard MMO, just with guns and turrets instead of magic.
The crystal has been purified. Advance to the next one.
Alright, so
Terran reinforcements have arrived. Terran reinforcements have arrived.
yeah, but this is why I prefer the space combat, because the ground combat's pretty simple, especially once you get a good build going.
Defend it. The crystal has been purified. Advance to the next one.
But yeah, like this build's entire,
Terran reinforcements have arrived.
yeah, the entire trick behind this build is that it's designed for one job. And it's specifically designed to do one thing and one thing only. It is a defensive unit. I can basically
Crystal is under
deploy my
attack.
turrets,
Defend it.
drones, and other tech and just hold any line for as long as I bloody well please. So it's functional.
Terran reinforcements have arrived.
Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? Those assault turrets are perfect for this kind of mission. They're quick to deploy, and you can put them dang near anywhere.
A placed crystal is under attack. Defend it. Terran reinforcements have arrived.
Yeah, got myself a nice little rifle. Great for this kind of pinpoint, precise attack.
A placed crystal is under attack. Defend it. Terran reinforcements have arrived. Terran transporter signals near the spire. Heads up. The Terrans didn't retreat. They returned to the spire.
Alright, last stand. Walked right into it. Basically teleported right on top of my bloody turn. Yeah, this is almost too easy. Almost. Not quite, but almost. They literally don't have to do like anything. Me and the team can just sit here and let all our pets do the work. Freaking Alachi walkers, turrets, drones, tanks, scorpions.
The Terrans placed an agonizer by one of the routes. Destroy it, quickly!
Let's roll out the big guns, I suppose.
Get ready. The Terrans are sending in their elite forces.
Yeah, that'll last all of about 5 seconds.
Rumors are true. An inferior universe, ripe for conquest. Brilliant.
The Terrans placed an agonizer by one of the routes. Destroy it, quickly!
Let me put this in words you'll understand. You've already lost. Nice hit. Glad this place isn't a complete pile of weakness. I died.
Looks like the Terrans have given up. At least for now.
Yeah, like I said, all too easy. Alright, we're done. So yeah, like I said, that's the ground-based Pavo mission, which I honestly don't like it. It's too easy, and with the right build, you can almost solo the bloody thing, let alone do it with a team. I mean, yeah, that's... Ooh, already got some of those finished. Alright, that'll do. So yeah, that wraps up some today's STO activity. I'll be doing little bits of this. I might eventually put them into their own playlist eventually, but for now, I'll just treat them as a side game because they're not something I'm doing consistently, but I'm not doing a lot of anything consistently lately, so that's par for the course. Anyway, I got another vid in my Quiet Moments series that I'm going to be doing about the game Fear. It'll be going up shortly after this one does, so within the same day, typically. But really into this concept of like games that do something out of the ordinary from what you expect. So, anyway, I'm gonna stop it here, and I will see you guys next time. This is the Solo Gamer signing out.